Hello, Capricorn. Welcome. Take a seat and relax. There is nothing you need to do in this present moment except to relax and enjoy your reading. And to start your reading off, Capricorn, we have card number 12. I love seeing this card. I love these type of people. I don't know, you probably have heard me say this again if you have seen my videos. But this is all about your goals. This is all about you setting goals for yourself and accomplishing them just for the sake of wanting to better yourself. These goals aren't about the reward. These goals are about the journey. These goals are about the hard work, and these goals are about how you feel and what it is that you want out of life. In this scene, Stanley has noticed that he has lost a little bit of that fire that he has had in his youth. And so he wanted to get a little bit of that fire back. So he started losing weight, right? And coincidentally, the whole branch, the whole company was doing a contest to see which branch would lose the most weight. And the reward was going to be vacation days. So everyone started off strong, right? Everyone started off, and that first week everyone lost weight. But then the longer that this contest lasted, the more everybody else stopped losing weight, because their goal wasn't to lose weight. Their goal wasn't to get their fire back. Their goal was those vacation days at the end. So while everybody else was struggling to keep this going, Stanley was not. Stanley's goal was to lose weight. Stanley's goal was the journey. His goal wasn't the vacation days, although they would have been nice. His goal was to get his fire back. And so he stuck with his goal, and he stuck with it because he wanted to better himself. So celebrate, Capricorn. Whatever it is that you're doing, celebrate and put your fist up just like Stanley, because you deserve it. And I am proud of you. Oh, Temperance and the Tower. So this is two major arcana cards. So major arcana cards are things that are out of the control. Things that happen to us, right? The minor arcana cards are things that we are in control, things that we do, things that we can work on. But major arcana cards are things that happen to us. For example, I always give this example, the weather. Right, you are not in control of the weather. You can't control if it's going to be sunny. You can't control if it's going to be cloudy or if it's going to be rainy. But what you can control is putting on sunscreen if when it's sunny, using an umbrella if it's raining outside. Okay, so these are things that happen to you, and there is creation here that is happening, and this creation seems like it couldn't be happening without this Tower card. People are always scared of the Tower card, but I always bring up Uncle Iroh when talking about the Tower card. At one point, if you've seen Avatar: The Last Airbender, Uncle Iroh is getting mugged by this person that doesn't usually mug people, and Uncle Iroh can notices that because he is a fighter. You know, he knows how to fight, and so this guy went up behind him and asked him, "Hey, give me all your money." And Uncle Iroh notices that this guy isn't a fighter. This isn't what he wants to do. This isn't what he's supposed to be doing. So Uncle Iroh pushes him down, and the guy falls down very easily. He fell down very easily. Just like the Dunder Mifflin people, they fell down very easily. It didn't take long for them to start eating cake again. But Uncle Iroh put out his hand and lifts him back up. And then he showed him, he's like, "Hey, well, in that stance that you were doing, you know, that thing that you were doing over there, it's not very good because you could get knocked down easily." So he showed him, he was like, "Here, take this stance." And he showed him a proper, more stronger stance. And he was like, "If you stand like this, people won't push you down so easily as he just did," right? So that is what the Tower card is about. You things that you used to do, or things, you know, like these Dunder Mifflin people that couldn't last to complete this task of losing weight. They couldn't last, right? Because they didn't have a stance that was strong enough. They were easily pushed down. So the Tower card is all about creating a stance to where you won't be pushed down, just like Stanley, to where you will keep eating baklava instead of cake. And this is whatever you want to do here. So this is about doing things differently than others. is what it looks like. You are creating things differently than others. Others could be judging you. Others could be looking at you weird, and and that is okay. That is a good thing in this moment, because how others are doing, it is not working. Whatever you are trying to do, you are creating a tower that won't be pushed down so easily. Awareness. Oh, holy smokes. More major arcana cards. We have two more major arcana cards. We have awareness and we have the inner voice. So this feels like, you know, in enlightenment, everyone thinks that it is all about being good and dandy, right? All about exploring love and finding love and being love. But it's not. It is about burning down everything that you knew before, right? Because that is not reality. That will be pushed down easily if you are trying to be spiritual. But we are creating a person who is strong and won't be burnt down so easily. So this is about burning down that veil and showing you who you truly are. That inner voice. This thing back here, that is the inner voice. Look at that. But look at the progression of these cards, right? The Tower card that we're so scared of. And what was behind that Tower card is you and your inner voice. And I think I would like to read the inner voice. This is card number 2. The inner voice speaks not in words, but in the wordless language of the heart. It is like an oracle who only speaks the truth. If it had a face, it would be like the face at the center of this card, alert, watchful, and able to accept both the dark and the light, symbolized by the two hands holding the crystal. The crystal itself represents the clarity that comes from transcending all dualities. The inner voice can also be playful, as it dives deep into the emotions and emerges again to soar towards the sky, like two dolphins dancing in the waters of life. It is connected with the cosmos through the crescent moon crown and the earth, as represented by the green leaves on the figure's kimono. There are times in our lives when too many voices seem to be pulling us this way and that. Our very confusion in such situations is a reminder to seek silence and centering within. Only then are we able to hear our truth. So there really is about ignoring the people around you, ignoring the way people around you are doing things, and doing things a different way, creating a life that is different from the ones around you. And that is a good thing, especially during these times, right? If we just keep following directions and do as our leaders say, well, this world is going to burn down very quickly. So right now, this world really needs people who don't care how the things have always been, or how things are always done, you know, because we need something different. And the only one that can tell you how to do this is yourself. So believe in yourself, trust yourself, and let's show the world something new. Look at that, Ace of Swords. We are just talking about truth. That is what the Ace of Swords is, truth. Is your mind at its full potential, right? Because our mind literally just repeats the things that it hears. Our mind can't really create new things. It can put things in a new perspective, but it's just gonna repeat the words that you hear, you know, just like the English language. We all just repeat words that we have heard, and that is how we understand language and can understand each other. But the Ace of Swords here is that silence where we can learn something new instead of repeating things that we have heard all of our life. And the Prince of Wands here is rushing right towards me. And this is you. This is you, the embodiment of you, and this is you with all that passion, all that inner truth, all this new stuff that is gonna burn our old world to the ground so that we can create something new, something different, something that is more based on reality, something that is more based on truth. And yeah, this is like Stanley right here. You know, everyone else was started gaining weight and not losing weight, but he kept going, he kept pursuing, kept chasing his passion. And That is what is going on here. So do not stop. Keep going. Things might be very difficult. You might get a lot of pushback, but that is what's supposed to be happening right now. You just need to keep going, keep pushing through like this Prince of Wands, and keep speaking your truth. Keep trying to figure out new ways of doing things, and just trust yourself. There's literally nothing else that needs to be said here. You got this. You got this, Capricorn. All right, last bit of words of advice. 17. And so, while we are burning this old world to the ground and creating a new one, make sure you are having fun while you're doing it. All work and no play make Michael a dull boy. This is Cafe Disco card. So make sure that you be a kid while you are doing all of this hard work, all of this transformation, all of this burning things to the ground. Make sure you keep playing, keep dancing, because this is what the new world wants, is more playfulness, more dancing. Move that body while you have it, and always have fun. Do things that get you excited and full of wonder. Again, do you really think you came to this place just to work and be miserable all your life? No, I know I didn't. So start exploring, start creating, think of things that you loved doing as a child, and spark that fun in yourself again. That is definitely what the world needs at this moment. That is a change that we all want to see. And then look at that. Yes, Charles, you wanted me. We keep that positivity up. This is about affirmations and manifestations. And the way to explain affirmations and manifestations in simple terms is that you are just replacing an old pattern with a new one. That is literally what this whole reading has been about. There has been a pattern that has been set by our past generations that does not work any longer, and we want to replace it with a new one. And so the way to do this is just by reminding yourself of that new pattern that you want to achieve, that you want to embody. Remind yourself of it every day, every moment that you can, and you will embody this new person, right? So kind of to give you an example of an affirmation. Say you want to be confident and you are not confident, okay? So in this moment you are telling yourself, I am not confident, I'm not confident. So you will not be confident because that is what you're telling yourself. So if you want to be confident, look at yourself and remind yourself every day, every moment that you can, I am confident. Say those words, I am confident, instead of saying, I am not confident. And even if it's not true, it is a huge difference than telling yourself that you're not confident. So keep saying, I am confident, I am confident, I am confident. And then you take that last step. Confident people don't have to tell themselves that they are confident. They just are confident. They just embody confidence. So let go of telling yourself that you are confident, and then just be confident. And this works with anything that you want in life. You just embody it. You tell yourself over and over again that you are having it, that you are it, and that you want it, and that you can have it. And then you let go of that, and then you just have it, and then you just be it, and then you just are it. Alright, so I really hope this reading helped. If it did help, please help me as well by leaving a like, leaving a comment, and subscribing if you would like to keep hanging out, as this is a safe place where we try to figure life out together. So thank you so much for being here. I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.